Hey guys, we are live. Welcome everyone. We're so excited to be with you today. You are here to listen to a presentation, really, just a conversation around coaching. And you're here because one of us, myself or Kimberly, thinks that you make a great coach. So appreciate you guys taking the time and just spending a few minutes with us today. If you're anything like me, you may be skeptical. I was super skeptical. I'll tell you my story in a minute, but I just wasn't sure about this business. I didn't have time because I'm a mom and a wife, and thought maybe I don't have the right personality, or I do not want to be like one of those people on Facebook who's pushy and aggressive. But anyway, we'll get into all that. So the whole point of today is just to give you a chance to see what this is about, and it's probably going to trigger more questions, which is totally cool. That's what Kim and I are here for. So after you watch this, if you have questions, just circle back with us, and we're here to answer this for you. Okay? Yeah. So it's about, we're gonna aim for 30 minutes. And I want to talk about what we're going to cover, because once again, if you're a mom or even if you're at work, you probably got other things happening. And so I get it. If you have to step away, we are going to record this. So if you have to step away and you miss something, just reach out to one of us and we'll send you the recording. Okay. So I want to talk about what we're going to talk about. Instead of putting up a PowerPoint slide, I'm just going to run through some of those things with you. Okay. So we're going to talk about who is Beachbody, because most of you know, but I want to cover a little bit about that. What does a coach do? That's a big one. We want to talk to you like, what does a coach do in a day of the life? Like, what does that look like? How do you earn money as a coach? That's a big one, right? You want to know how you can possibly use this business either for a discount, maybe to earn some extra money to do just fun things, or maybe you want to do this as a business like Kim and I. How do you get started? That's a big question we get. Like, I'm interested and I love fitness. I love what you're doing, but I don't even know where to start. So we'll talk about that. How much time is required? This is huge for me, or was huge, because, you know, being a mom of two and a wife and volunteering, and I'm also a consultant. It's like, how much time do I have? I don't have a lot of time to give. I barely have time to get my workouts in. So we're going to talk about that. What are the required fees? So what does that look like? Do I have to be salesy? That's a big one. I think you know the answer to that, but we'll cover that too, because that's a huge turnoff. It is to me, and it was to me, so it probably is to some of you out there too. Do I have to have a big social media network? I wasn't even really on Facebook. I mean, I was on, but I pretty much never posted. So the answer to that is no, but we'll talk more about that. Should I be more fit first? Do I have to be like in perfect fitness model shape? No. You can go to either of our feeds and kind of see our stories and kind of see even where we were in the process of beginning the journey with Beachbody. I had 35 pounds to lose. So the answer is no. And do I need a certification? So we'll talk about that too. Before we jump in, I just want to share a little bit about myself for those of you who don't know me. So I'm Rachael Bodie, founder of Team Fit and Free. I'm a diamond coach with Beachbody. I went diamond in less than 90 days, which is just a rank and a way that you can help more people, essentially. And so I mentioned I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I've got two beautiful little girls. I have been in consulting for 11 years, and I've been working with John Maxwell. He's a leadership expert, and I go into large corporations and help them with leadership. And I've done it for a long time, and I love that portion of it, of serving and helping. What I didn't love was the travel. You know, having two small kids, having a husband who was traveling, it was like crazy. I mean, there were weeks when we were trading off with the nanny and like missing events, and I just got to a point where I'm like, I can't do this. This isn't what I want for my life. Financially, it's great, but I'm missing my kid. I'm missing the best of my life. And so I decided to just go all in, and I've been in ever since. And I never would have dreamed that I could have the income that I have with Beachbody, you know, particularly coming from the consulting world. I almost look back and I think I probably should have gone into fitness full time, because I've always been passionate about it. But 10 years ago, 35 pounds overweight, I was working late at a hotel room, saw Tony Horton on an infomercial, which I never watched those things. So it's kind of was a God thing. And I ordered P90X, and the rest is history. I lost the weight. I've done a million of the programs. I've done almost all of them. I drink my Shakeology. I've had two kids, and I'm in the best shape of my life. And I just want that for other people. And that's my why. That's why I got into this business. That and the flexibility to be with my children and still give them the opportunity to do the fun things, the vacations and all those type of things. So the cool thing about this business, this is not a get rich quick. So that's really important. Now it can be very lucrative, but it's definitely work. But the cool thing about it is you work it when you want. So I am working my other job part-time still. I do Beachbody in the morning, sometimes do it at night. I fit it in when I can. Almost all the training is recorded, which is so great. You know, sometimes when I'm running, I'll listen to a training, and I'm a multitasker. Anybody else out there is multitasker? If you're a working mom, you probably are, or working dad. So the majority of the folks who are involved with Beachbody, most of them work full-time and their parents. So if that's you, you're in good company. So I want to actually turn it to Kim. Kim, you want to introduce yourself, share a little bit about yourself too? Kim is my partner, and we are on a team together. And so you share in all the training of both of our collective teams. So Kim, you want to share?
Okay. All right, I think I'm presenting now.
I can see you, yeah.
All right, hey everyone. So I'm Kimberly Vieley, and I also am a Diamond Beachbody coach, and I am the founder of the Believe Fit Empire. That's my team name. And so I'm just excited to join in with Rachael and share with you guys a little bit about coaching and what it is and what it's been able to do for us and for our family. So I also am a wife and a mom. I have 2 little girls that are toddlers, and I really got into fitness kind of accidentally. I have an autoimmune disease called Crohn's disease, and so I was on a steroid medication for a while where it caused me to gain quite a bit of weight trying to manage my Crohn's disease. And I gained like 27 pounds in a matter of 2 months. And I was depressed about it because I'd always been pretty active and athletic. And all of a sudden I was bigger than I'd ever been. And I started working out. I also found fitness through an infomercial, and it was Turbo Gym. So that was really what kickstarted the journey for me, was trying to lose that weight. And I just loved it because it worked, and I lost the weight that I needed to and kind of got back to my normal size and my normal body. And I don't know why I'm having so much feedback. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I was able to then lose the weight, and I just I stuck with it because I wanted that accountability. And so sorry, that was feedback is kicking in. And so I started working out and having accountability, and slowly people kind of started coming to me, and they would say, hey, I've noticed you're always working out, you have this transformation. And they started asking me what I was doing, asking for my help. And I thought, why don't I do this as a business? If people are coming to me asking for my help, this could be something that would in the future allow me to be able to be home when I do have children, and to not be working, like this normal 9-to-5 job. And lo and behold, I just kept at it, and here I am now. I've been able to leave my job as a full-time hairstylist in the salon, and I am home running this fitness business with my 2 girls at home, and just enjoying what it is that I get to do. So I want to share with you guys a little bit about who Beachbody is as a company. And let me see, I'm going to pull up my screen. Give me just a second. Share. Okay. Okay, so Beachbody, are you able to see it, Rachael? Can you let me know?
We can see it.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so Beachbody is a health and fitness company that is essentially everywhere. You probably have heard of it, and even if you didn't know the name Beachbody, you've most likely heard of products like P90X or Insanity, or more recently the 21-Day Fix, which is a huge fitness program that's had, just incredible success. Shakeology is our superfood meal replacement shake that is unlike anything else that's on the market. And so what's amazing about Beachbody, and that really sets us apart as a company, is that we don't just have shakes, and we don't just have supplements or pills, but we have a fitness program for almost anybody of all styles, from yoga to kickboxing to boot camp style, or bodybuilding and weightlifting. So there's a little something for everybody. And nutrition plans, you're really getting the whole spectrum of fitness, nutrition, health, all of it. And then accountability, which is what the coach is there for, is to offer that accountability for our challengers and the people that we're helping. So you can find Beachbody in magazines. You'll find infomercials running almost 24/7 on TV for programs like Body Beach and 21 Day Fix and Size and all that. And you'll find us in People Magazine and Oxygen and Shape Magazine talking about just the success that these programs have brought for people. So the nice thing is, if you decide that you want to become a Beachbody coach, Beachbody already has a very reputable name and is out there. So you're just kind of joining forces, and you've got this amazing company to stand behind you and offer products that you can use to help other people in their journeys. Okay, so let's see, go to my next slide. So what does a coach do exactly? A coach is basically somebody who is there to help other people along in their journey. There's nothing that you have to do as a coach necessarily. Some people join because they just want that extra level of accountability, and they are committed to living a healthier lifestyle. They have weight that they want to lose, or they want better eating habits. And so some people sign up just for that, and so they can get a discount on the products. But really what we do is we focus on inspiring other people. We help those who want help. Like I mentioned, people will come to you and ask for help, or they might not even come to you and ask for the help, but they'll hint to you that they want help. And so we're really there to be that support to them. Let's see, we use social media and post recipes, workouts, just inspiring motivational quotes to social media. Like Rachael mentioned, we are not about pushing sales. So thank God, actually, I say that sales are a very minimal part of the business. That's not your main focus. So that takes a lot of pressure off from you, that you can just turn your focus to what the most important thing is, and that's just helping people. And so one of my favorite quotes is from Zig Ziglar, and he says, if you help enough people to get what they want, you can have everything you want in life. So if you just focus on helping other people and inspiring them and encouraging them, you are going to find whatever success it is that you're looking for, most likely. So we focus on personal development and just growing as an individual, as a person, whether you're a husband or wife, or even if you're single, you're just growing stronger and more confident as an individual, growing as a leader and developing those leadership skills. Focus on exercising and eating right. Like I said, coaching is wonderful for that accountability. And then we also will host online accountability groups. And then you have the option if you want to build and train a team as well. So you are able to really make Beachbody Coaching what it is that you want, whether it's, just having that accountability, or saying, you know what, I want this to create freedom and opportunity in my life, and I'm going to help others, and I'm going to build a team while I do it. So it's really up to you what you want to make of it. All right, so Rachael, I'm going to turn over to Rachael, and she is going to talk about how a coach earns money.
Yeah, that's okay. This is a big one, obviously, because a lot of you who I know are on the call today have an interest in doing this, maybe to earn some extra money, or maybe to do full time. So there's really two different ways that you can earn money as a coach. The first is commission on products and programs, and the second is the team bonus through building and training a team. So the commission on products and programs, when you enroll, this is really cool. You don't have to do anything. When you create that coach account, Beachbody automatically sets up a website for you with everything that they sell on that website. Has your name on it. So anytime anyone goes to your site and purchases something, you make a commission, even if you don't ever buy anything. So that's really cool. So it takes out the work. There's no inventory. There's no tracking. There's none of that. So that's nice. Now, the second way that you can make some money as a coach is a team bonus. And this really goes to building and training a team. This can become very lucrative. Now, I do want to mention, we don't make money by recruiting. I know I've heard things like pyramid scheme, which pyramid scheme is legal. I don't think people really know what that is. But we don't make money when someone joins the team. We make money when we train those team members to be successful. So the way that it works is, if you are building and training that team, as your team grows in success, then the bonus pool grows. So Beachbody sets that aside, this pool of money. And depending on how well you're helping your coaches, and they can tell by a point system that's in place, that is going to determine what your team bonus is. And it maybe sounds a little complicated, but it's all part of the training that you learn when you get started. And at the heart of it is, when you build and train your team, when you're plugging them into the trainings, they're going to be successful, and you'll all share in that success together. So that's a really critical part of what we do. And it goes back to, again, serving and helping others. We want to talk a little bit about how you get started. I talked about this in the beginning. Kim, do you want to share how they would start?
Okay, let me just get my next slide. So how do you get started as a coach? Basically, once you join, you have Rachel, you have myself as your mentor and as your leader, and we will start teaching you right off the get-go on how to get your business set up. We plug you into trainings, and the trainings are ongoing. So you have access to, really an unlimited amount of trainings from our team in general, and from our upline coach and mentor, Janelle Summers. He's one of the top coaches in the company, one of the most successful coaches in the history of the company. And she's got so many trainings, and there's so many other coaches who offer their trainings and make them public so that any Beachbody coach has access to the trainings. So anything you could possibly need to know about coaching and running a successful business is out there for you. And so Rachel and I are here to help direct you to those trainings, and as you grow and as you learn, just help you to find the next training that you need to keep growing and learning and pushing forward. So like I said, you get access to all of those trainings. We're not just, having you join as a coach and saying, go spread your wings and fly and figure it out and good luck with you. But we'll teach you also about how to host those online accountability groups, and Beachbody actually will set up a website for you so that when people join and they find a fitness program that they're ready to start and that looks like a good fit for them, you don't even have to worry about whether they are about you having to supply product and get it to them and supply their fitness program and get them their Shakeology. Beachbody does that for you. So you will have a website that Beachbody has set up that person can go straight to and order from. And all you're really doing is directing them where they need to go and helping them make the decision on what it is that they are wanting to do. We will help you as far as learning how to build your network. And Rachel and I think will both tell you that neither of us had this huge following when we first started. My Facebook was just, I don't even know, a few hundred friends. And I use the term friends loosely. It's people from high school, people from church, people from, my old neighborhood I grew up on as a kid. It's just like that circle of people that you knew from your past, but we didn't have this huge following where we had like thousands of people who were flocking to us. We were really starting from the ground up, building this business from scratch. So that is something that you will learn how to do. So don't even worry if you say like, I have nobody, I have 10 friends on Facebook. That's okay. We'll teach you how to reach and help and get to know more people. So you'll be surrounded as far as the people on the team. Everybody is so positive and just helpful. So you've got that really there as a support system to help encourage you and help you grow and help you in your business. And you'll be, I'm losing my place on where I am talking. So we teach you how to host accountability groups, how to use social media, and people just want to see you and follow your journey. So one of the biggest ways to get started is just start focusing on you getting healthy and working on your journey, and that's just going to inspire other people and help you to really connect with them. Okay, so Rachel is going to talk a little bit about how much time is required to become a Beachbody coach.
Yeah, thanks. And will you flip it back to me and make me the presenter?
Oh, yes.
Because I thought, you know what? You guys have been looking at this screen for a while. Maybe nice to see you person. So I want to talk about how much time is required. So just like anything else in life, what you put in is going to predict kind of what you get out of it. And the cool thing about this, I mentioned before, really you work it on your own time, and you don't have to spend a ton of hours. Generally speaking, most of the successful coaches spend about 2 to 3 hours a day. To be honest, for me, I'm on the higher end, so I'm doing at least that 3 hours a day. But like there are times and days, because I have my day job, I can't do any. Like I do 0 Beachbody, and then maybe I'll make up those hours, or there's seasons that ebbs and flows. And that's the cool thing, is there's no one kind of holding your feet to the fire. You do what you can do. And as long as you're being consistent with it, the business grows. So it's just been a huge blessing from a time investment, because it allows you to have that time with your kids, with your family, or just to pursue anything else that you want to pursue. So I did want to mention, one of the things that's really cool is that you can take this with you. So let's say maybe you don't want to work on vacation. I will say I went to Seaside a few weeks ago, and what was cool is I got up early. I spent about an hour in the morning. I did some posts, and I'm doing a challenge group and kind of comment on some of the challengers and just encourage them. And it's genuinely fun. It's like, I don't believe that I get to do this and get paid to encourage and help other people. So anyway, for what it's worth, I want to share that because this is portable. So it's your location independent. And that's a big thing these days. Flexibility is something that's missing in a lot of jobs. So this is a huge part of being a coach. And Kim, I want you, if you could, to share a little bit about the fees involved.
Yes. Make me presenter again. All right. So when people are getting ready to join as a coach, they usually go, well, what is this going to cost me? And are there any ongoing fees? So there are just 2 fees required as a coach. And the first fee is an initial startup fee, and that is $39.95 to join as a coach. And if you think about it, what business do you start that only costs you $39.95? To start a business that could be a 6 or 7 figure income business in the future, potentially. So it's $40 basically as you start, and that fee actually can be waived if when you join, you purchase a challenge pack. And so for those who aren't sure what a challenge pack is, that is a combination of a month's supply of Shakeology with a fitness program together combined to make a challenge pack. And so Beachbody will waive your enrollment fee when you buy a challenge pack, because they're looking at it as you're really serious about your journey for better health and fitness and to help others. And so it's kind of like a courtesy thing. Like they know you're serious about this and you're going for it. So it's kind of just a little bonus that they offer if you decide to do that. You don't have to. You can just pay the enrollment fee and start your business. So it's really up to you how you want to do that. And then the only other fee that there is a monthly fee, which is for your website maintenance, and that is $15.95. And that fee is because Beachbody is providing you with, actually, I think there's 3 or 4 websites. You've got your general Beachbody website, you have a Shakeology website, we've got an Ultimate Reset website, and I think that's it. I'm not forgetting one, but you've got a few different websites that you can direct people to. So if someone's just interested in Shakeology and they're happy with whatever fitness they've got going on, you can direct them just to your Shakeology website where it's easy for them to find what it is that they need. And then you've got your Beachbody website where you can share if they're wanting the fitness program, they're wanting supplements, maybe they need some equipment for their fitness program like a yoga mat or stability ball or a pull-up bar. So you've got those different avenues that you can use to direct people to. So that $15.95 monthly fee is for the website hosting and maintenance, and Beachbody updates it for you. So you don't ever have to go in and say, okay, what are the specials? What are the sales this month? What new product is here? For, what new workout program has been introduced to the company? Let me go add it into my website. Beachbody does it all for you. So you just have to direct people to where it is that they want to go. So those are the only 2 fees that you have going on. I'm going to share my screen just for a second. So that way, oops, let me see. That way you're able to see it. I know sometimes I'm a visual learner, so I kind of, it's like I might hear somebody say what it is, but come on. There we go. That way somebody can kind of take a mental picture. There's also an option of a club membership. So that is $38.95 per quarter. It's not required, but it is recommended. Just down the road, you'll need it as you're advancing in certain ranks. And the benefit to a club membership is you get access to Beachbody On Demand, where you can stream hundreds of workouts and different programs from your computer, your laptop, your iPhone, or any smartphone or tablet. You just kind of need Wi-Fi. Actually, you don't even need Wi-Fi. They have an app, so you can stream it anywhere, anytime. So say if you're on vacation and you're like, I really don't want to fall off track with my workouts and the program that I'm doing, you can take it with you and do it from the hotel or the gym, do it out on the beach if it's a beautiful day, whatever it is that you like. And you get access to customized meal plans and shopping lists and recipes, and there's just a lot of perks to the club membership. So that is an optional but not required fee. So again, the only two required are possibly your enrollment fee and then the monthly maintenance, website maintenance fee.
Awesome. And Kim, can you keep up the slides when you flip to the next slide? Because I want to show them the slide.
You got it.
So I know we talked a little bit about the network piece. So no, you don't need a network. We are going to teach you how to build a network, and you don't need to push sales either. It doesn't have to be, oh, that's okay. It doesn't have to be a salesy thing. It really is about inspiring, connecting, and serving others. That's what it's all about, as you can see right here. And listening, truly it's not, if your heart is to really listen to what someone's challenges are and to give them a solution, if you call that sales, and maybe it is, but we're not in this. Go to our Facebook pages. Many of you are already friends with us, and just kind of see what we post. It's just not our thing. I would never want my team to do that. I don't like when people approach me that way. So we really just discourage and frown upon being aggressive and pushy. So if you could flip to the next slide, I want to tell you a little bit about a few people in our network who have been super successful. The whole point of what we're doing here is just to be who you are and share authentically your journey. That's how you're successful in this business. And how cool is that? I mean, how many businesses out there can you just be yourself and be not just like accepted, but celebrated for that? I think it's awesome. And being in corporate America for the past 20 years, I can tell you, and many of you can vouch, it's just not the case always. So for these three gals, Mindy Wonder's the first. She's in the red hat here on the left. She was from a small town, and she was just a girl who liked to do turbo fire in her basement. So she's kind of shy, super genuine, but shy, and wasn't sure. I can't do this. Well, what we shared with her is that you have access to everyone on social media. So she started to build this business on top of a full-time job. Over the course of 7 years, she is a millionaire earner. She's earning $20,000 per week. Now, again, this isn't get rich quick. If you notice, I said 7 years. She worked her butt off, but she did it, and it's possible. And same thing with Meg Klazowski. She didn't want to do it because she didn't have a Beachbody. She wanted to do it for the discount, so she wanted to get in shape. She had a baby. She wasn't really all in at first, but then she joined, and she's like, this is actually interesting, and I'm seeing results, and people are asking me. And so she went all in, and she started sharing on social media about herself, about her journey. She helped other people get there, and she's built this amazing team, and she's also a millionaire earner. So that's a different type of story, someone who started just with a discount. And then Trina is actually a fitness professional. She owns 2 gyms. And she had a passion for serving other gym owners with the nutrition component and helping them outside the gym. Sometimes it's almost seen as like a competitive thing between different fitness businesses. I'm a yoga teacher. I don't see it as competitive. I see it as complementary. Sometimes I want to do a Beachbody workout. Sometimes I want to just go do yoga on my own. Sometimes I want to run. Most of the time I'm working out at home, but for Trina, she was able to go to gym owners and say, hey, what about the times when your people are on vacation, when they're traveling for business, when they can't get into the gym, it doesn't work? What about their nutrition? She partnered with them in that way, and she is also a top earner. So I wanted to share these examples because there's not a cookie cutter for success. It's about being yourself, and that's how all these gals have been successful.
All right.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, I'm trying to stop the screen share in this thing. There we go. Okay, here we are. All right, so one of the big questions we have is, do I need to be fit before I start? Or I will hear a lot of people say, maybe once I get to my goal weight, then I'll consider coaching. And that's actually really doing themselves a disservice, because people are inspired by progress. They're not inspired by perfection. So if you're going to wait until you have this amazing, like, rock hard body and six-pack abs, that's not relatable to people because most people haven't achieved that. And so they might be kind of inspired by it a little bit at first, but it's not going to really keep them engaged, and they're not seeing that transformation and getting drawn in and saying, like, wow, I see them doing this. To them, it's already done. So when you are on this journey, that's the best part that you get to share with people and invite them in to your daily life, your workouts, your nutrition. I'm struggling with my nutrition right now. That's what people go, oh, thank God, I am too. And it makes you so much more relatable. And it opens that door where it kind of like takes the ease off to where people aren't then afraid to reach out to you for help because they know that just like you, we're human and we're on this journey and we have our good days and bad days. So the biggest thing I could say is no, you don't need to be fit first. Also, do you need a certification? That would be no, you don't need a certification. We are not personal trainers. We're not dietitians or nutritionists. So we really aren't prescribing people a certain cure or a certain program or prescription for their journey, for their goals. We're just there to encourage them and support them, share what we've learned and what's worked for us, and kind of help point them in the right direction. But thankfully, that's where Beachbody has the professionals standing behind us who have put these programs together. And it's not just like Joe Schmo from down the street who's just like thrown a couple workouts together. These are professional trainers. These are doctors and nutritionists who have designed the programs, and they're tested for, I mean, I think over at least a year. They're tested for multiple rounds before they're released to the public to see how is it working, what do we need to tweak, what do we need to do to make this the most successful program that's going to get people the best results. So you don't need any certifications. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be fit already. You just really, like we've said a couple times already, have to have that heart to help others, and just know that you're there to encourage them and you're there to help hold them accountable to what their goals are.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Pretty much, let me see. Pretty much I'm going to switch back over to Rachael.
Yeah, so that's most of the information we have for you today. So you may have questions. As I mentioned before, if you do, reach out to Kim or I. We're here to serve you in that capacity. You can email me directly. You can Facebook message me. You can email or Facebook message Kim. The other thing is, if you're ready to sign up and you want to, whether you want a challenge pack or not, remember, if you do buy a challenge pack, you get that fee waive, which is kind of cool. I was bummed because right before I signed up, I already bought one. I bought a workout, and I didn't know that you could get the Shakeology with it, so I ended up getting another one. But Kim and I both have groups coming up in July. So we have these challenge groups. So if you wanted to get in one of those, we'd love to have you in one of those too. So just appreciate you guys. We hope that this has been just informational and given you something to think about, and we're like excited to see what the next step is with you. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.